1,001 gods strike through me. Without vision, one looks but does not see. The Patriarch's will has been met.
Gratitude.
A legendary.
Much better.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Magical, be safe. Come by again.
fear nothing. How about you? Your flaws are revealed. Your spirit is broken.
Hey, what's up, Gro? Here to watch the algorithm-friendly game. Just knocking out some stuff before bed. Been playing this like all day. The clickbait around this game is terrible. It's not even really true. It's like when all those same channels sucked off the Avengers and Cyberpunk, and then the games were bad, and they just turn on them right away. This game is fun. I'm enjoying it. Playing this with Groupie earlier. The photo I posted in my Discord of her on the chair I was sitting on the chair playing this game, so I didn't want her to sit on my lap, because then I would still be stuck there right now. she really likes to be on my lap. Love that
Much
girl.
better.
Trying to finish the bestiary.
1001 gods strike
Takes
through
too
me.
long. Mostly trying to get legendaries right now. So I'm kind of just wandering around aimlessly, trying to hope that the orange guys spawn, because they drop guaranteed legendaries. I need like 2 more for my build, and the game's not wanting to give them to me. So while I wander around and look for the orange monsters that spawn like very infrequently, I'm knocking out the bestiary stuff. Yeah, it's out on PC. This game is fun. I enjoy it. Just a lot of clickbait around it.
Your spirit is broken.
Watch, if they make free-to-play a little bit better, or they give you a better value for stuff, those channels won't come back and cover this game. They'll be gone. They'll be on the next algorithm clickbait game. They will not come back. It's kind of already happening with Cyberpunk, really. I know they've made that game quite a bit better. No Man's Sky was another one. People shat on that game so much, and they've, I guess, from what I hear, they've turned that game into something worth playing. But none of the big channels cover it, as it's not algorithm friendly anymore. The only people still playing it are people that actually like it. I'd argue the same for Dynasty Warriors 9, that's another one too. They made that game so much better while they were still supporting it, and none of those channels came back. It's sad, really. Like, at least come back.
Yield.
Alright, this place is pretty dry, I think. Let's change the locale here. I don't know if they like spawn in like certain areas, or if it's just like one of them spawns somewhere in the world. I don't know, clickbait works. It does work. I just don't agree with it. I don't like the damage it can do to games. That's what I don't like about it. It does work. These people are way more successful than I am, so I'm doing something right. It just bothers me. It's just gotten worse the past couple years, I think. Apparently there's a world boss here in 10 minutes. I guess I'll stick around. Kinda just looking for orange enemies right now. So they spawn guaranteed legendaries. Place kind of sucks for spawns. Takes too long to max out the bestiary in this. Probably one of my biggest complaints. I've already like done the dailies for the day, and I still don't have it done. Like by the time you do your bounties, you should have the whole thing filled out.
My wounds are closing.
that 11 hours? Is that hours or minutes? It's hours. I thought that was minutes. That's how tired I am. It's 11 hours, not minutes. RIP. Not a lot of people are at this point in the game right now, so hard to find parties. Come on, drop the things, you dinguses.
Without vision, one looks but does not see. The Patriarch's will has been met. I will not survive much longer. My strength returns.
These drops take forever. You should get a guaranteed legendary for doing this. It's not that it's boring. Open world exploration actually has a lot of benefits in this game. It's just it takes too long. It takes longer than any other activity combined. I can't even get one of them done. It's a lot of effort for a potentially shit reward. I think I only need like one or two more.
Your flaws are revealed.
Hey Gro, when is the Strive patch notes? Are they actually gonna make that game fun? There's supposed to be like a second Strive season, right? And they're doing like a big balance patch. I saw that they added new mechanics to Granblue. That looks kind of cool, but that game is already dead. Because the netcode on the 10th.
So, the gods wish for my survival.
I don't know, the Granblue stuff just kind of feels like why you should fix the netcode. Like nobody's playing that game. It was already kind of a gamble releasing that game outside of Japan, because it's like it's a Japanese mobile game that has like there's some people that definitely play it over here, but it doesn't have the grand power of like Dragon Ball FighterZ made by the same people. I'd argue you could say the same thing about DNF Duel, but the difference with DNF Duel, you know, has a very similar kind of really super niche appeal to it, because it has rollback and crossplay. So I think some people will try it out. the amount of people that like are actually fans of the source material like me is probably pretty small, but there aren't many other games that have crossplay and rollback. It's pretty much SF5, and that game has not the best netcode. Battle for the Grid, and DNF Duel, and Killer Instinct. Those are like the only 4 choices you have. Granblue just got hit really hard. It came out like right when the pandemic hit, and then the netcode was terrible. So it's just like Samurai Showdown. That game died really fast too. The netcode killed it. It's cool that they're like still updating it, but I feel like it's not going to be as popular as they want. They need to fix the main problem, which is the netcode doesn't work. I'm excited for DNF Duel though. That's like the game I've always wanted. I'm just bummed it doesn't have like a beat 'em up mode. That's like that desperately needs. I like the betas. I already paid for the game, so as soon as it drops, I'll be playing it. I feel bad for Samurai Showdown. Dude, that game had no chance. Dead on arrival, pretty much. It came out, what, like 4 months before the pandemic? It was like less than 6 months. Wait, are they like releasing a character right away, or is it just the balance patch? I don't really follow Strive. I tried that game and I just didn't like it. I don't really watch or read about it. I got that mod to like make it more like old Guilty Gear. I might try that. Mess around with it for fun. It's obviously not something I compete in. But are they like launching it with a character, or is it just gonna be balance pass? Like, people probably want balance more than a new character at this point. I wonder if it's gonna be like a major change, or if it's just gonna be like just damage and frame data. I just don't even really find that game interesting to watch. I find it boring. It's not anywhere near as interesting as old Guilty Gear. It just kind of feels like slightly more high-octane Street Fighter. This doesn't feel like Guilty Gear to me. I know everybody says that. I'm not gonna act like I'm the only person that thinks that, but I don't even really like watching it. This doesn't appeal to me. I think DNF Duel is gonna be a fun spectator game. Main thing with DNF Duel is it's gonna be a lot like Granblue, where, you know, it's not a very popular franchise outside of Asia. But people already like the graphics, they like the character designs, and the netcode is good, so I think it's got more of a chance than Granblue, but I don't expect it to be the next algorithm-friendly game, that's for sure. Yeah, now people are getting tired of Dragon Ball Fighters. So they're gonna ban Lab Coat Android 21. Like, she's getting banned from tournaments. Like, is it really that bad? I haven't really seen anything of that character. Like, is it that bad? I mean, that game already had, like, Bardock
Yield.
and Kid Goku on like every team for a while, and Cell. Like, is she really that much worse? I'm going to assume yes. I don't think that many people would. Like, what is wrong with the character? I haven't played the game since like Season 2, so I'm not really knowledgeable on it. What happened at Combo Breaker? Was she on like every team?
Even mountains are beneath the sky.
She on like every team in top 8 or something? That's always, you know, a fighting game is not doing too hot when that happens. It's kind of what Marvel 3 was like for years. I got bored of watching Marvel 3. That game got busted open really fast. And people knew, like, okay, this is the best stuff, and if you use this, you're not guaranteed to win. It's still a good, like, balanced game, but relatively balanced at least. Well put together. But, like, yeah, just use Doom and Virgil. Or Morgan. I didn't even know why they released that character, because it's like, it's not a new season, it's just one character. I feel like they're already working on a Dragon Ball FighterZ 2. They have to be. The game sold too well. I think they're trying to do what they're doing with Street Fighter V right now, which is like... It took them ages to put out the final season, then Luke. And then people complained that Luke was busted, so they nerfed him. But they're like trying to prolong the life of it, because I guess the game is not in a state where they can show it, or they feel like they can show it. Yeah, releasing one character is really weird. That just tells me that they're working on another one, and they're planning to have, like, rollback in from the start, but it's probably, like, at least another year off. I hated the netcode in Fighters. I did play that game for quite a while. I played it for like 2 seasons. Played it around the time that Vegito came out. But I got tired of the netcode. It just wasn't fun to play. It was frustrating. They have to be working on a Dragon Ball FighterZ 2. No way they aren't. I hear the best way to play Fighters is on Switch emulator. It's on like Switch emulator with like some kind of rollback mod they have. Wow, that's how you know your game is jacked up. When people like the game enough and want to play it without shit netcode, but you gotta jump through like 10 hoops. You gotta find the game, I mean, unless you dump it yourself, which most people probably won't do. Then you have to install that mod. And then you have to find other people that want to do it too, which is pretty small population. Like how they said a patch is coming in July. It's like, are they just gonna fix that? They're just gonna nerf that character into the ground? You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, Kokonoe in Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasma. That character completely broke that game. That's where the term, 800 yen tier comes from. It comes from when the first version of Kokonoe was like one of the most busted Arxis characters ever. And Kokonoe's back, I guess. I don't know, I'm really excited for DNF Duel, but I don't like the roster that much. I'm pretty invested in the roster. As I did play a lot of DFO over the years. Hopefully it gets DLC. Surprised it doesn't have any already announced, because that's how things go now. They try to sell you DLC before the game's even done. Yeah, I didn't watch Combo Breaker because Combo Breaker and Fanime were always on the same weekend. So I see very few of my fighting game friends anymore. They go to Combo Breaker instead.
Too great.
Like, what is so broken about the character? Does she just, like, have unblockables or, like, 100% combos or something? I mean, Fighters is already a pretty loose game, so, like, how is it that bad? I'm having a hard time understanding.
My wounds are closing. My bags are full.
Huh. Nothing like the heat of the forge, eh?
Top 8s where everybody's using the same character are always hilarious, though. Yeah, there's a lot happening this June. And I've paid for all of it. I paid for Monster Hunter. I paid for DNF Duel. Well, Turtles I haven't paid for, but I have some money saved up for that. Paid for Fire Emblem as well. That's paid off as. Hopefully Fire Emblem is good. Marketing for that game sucks. It's what, like 2 weeks out, and there's no unedited gameplay at all. Not just like the person just playing the game, like without all the editing. It bothers me.
Clear your mind.
Like I want to see what the actual game is. I don't want to see. I don't want to see this Hollywood movie trailer stuff. Just show me the actual game.
The Patriarch's will has been met.
Well, if things go well, there is a person in town that can hack switches. So, I'm going to try to make that happen. If I do, and that person comes through, I will just play that game on emulator. Yeah, they've been really... The marketing for that game has been trash. Really hard to cough up money for that game outside of just like if you like Fire Emblem and you like Muso, but I mean the first Fire Emblem Muso was pretty disappointing in a lot of ways. Lots of clones. It seems like there's still clones in the game in some capacity, but it's like reduced. They have like seems like they have something like Dynasty Warriors 7 and 8, where like certain characters have different properties or something. I don't know. The marketing's hot garbage. Okay, this shit is not dropping. It's been like an hour now. Not one has dropped. They still have clones? That's garbage, man. Nintendo doesn't give them enough money. They just put out Age of Calamity, like, last year. What the fuck happened? Why are there still clones? Ah, what has he said about it? I'm in the game right now. I can't look. Actually, yes, I can look. That's a lie. Let's see what he's got to say. I don't know. Hot take. I think Fire Emblem is a shit franchise to make a Muso out of. It's just... It's just anime medieval stuff. Like, there aren't really any interesting weapons. Everybody just uses a sword and a spear. It's just like... It's just like happening because they, Fire Emblem kind of came back from the dead. The 3DS games was on life support. But this one at least avoids the problem the first one had, where it's supposed to be like a celebration of the entire series, which has been around for like 30 plus years, but then it was mostly just the ones from the recent games, because they were the ones that people actually played and bought. So this one is just like the new game, the last one that came out. Well, it wasn't popular for a long time. That's the thing. Fire Emblem was barely hanging on in like the from like the Game Boy Advance all the way to the Wii, pretty much. It's when the 3DS version, 3DS games came out, that it started to improve a little bit. But that's why that game's roster is kind of got a lot of favoritism. A legendary! Yes! Give me something I need, please.
Much better.
Hey, he didn't drop anything. What? Maybe someone else tagged it. That sucks, man. That's trash. I finally found one. What happened there? That was weird.
I have been healed. Your spirit is broken.
It got cheated. There was nobody here. That legendary mob had full health, and it didn't give me a legendary. I feel fucking cheated, man. I think if somebody else tags it, you don't get it. Yeah, I got cheated pretty hard there. Game's like not working properly right now. I still haven't finished this bestiary. I've been doing this for like an hour.
Yield.
Really need to improve the drop rate. I think I'm gonna take a break from this and try it tomorrow or later today. It's already 1 in the morning, huh? Getting fucked by RNG right now.
Mountains are beneath the sky. That ability is not yet recharged. The Patriarch's will has been met.
That sucks, because I'm trying to get, like, 2 pieces right now. I need 2 pieces and 1 gem. And I'll have the recommended build. But the game's just not dropping it. Horrendous luck. There's gotta be something wrong with the game. I should have had it by now. Guess I'll do the challenge rift. This has been pretty bunk session. I got like 1 drop. I actually can't even stream this game with XSplit. If I try to, the controller freaks out. That's why I haven't been streaming much. Like, I haven't been depressed or anything. It's just if I try to stream this game with XSplit, the controller, the buttons stop working. It's really
Earned
weird.
some hilts, have you? Well, you're in the right place. Nothing of interest. I find that hard to believe.
Hey, Gro, are you gonna cover DNF Duel? I know you already do. I just don't watch the Strive stuff. Not your fault. I just find that game boring to watch. I really wanted to like that game, but I'm just too attached to my ways. Guilty Gear Boomer. I bumped into a friend at Fanamain. He doesn't like Strive either. He's an old school Guilty Gear player. I'm like, alright, glad it's not just me.
How greatly you fail to impress. Ability and immediate recharge. My wound. No, not yet. Not yet. Failed.
What? I healed.
Still recharged. Not ready. The gods wish for my survival. Still recharging. I must exercise. That ability is recharged. Still recharged.
Alright, I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna go to bed. Last one for today. I've had pretty horrible luck on this game today. I got a couple set items earlier. Nothing that really helps.
Clear your mind and try again. That ability exercise patience. I have been healed. That is not yet recharged. My will falters. I must exercise patience. Ah, healed. I must exercise patience. That ability is not yet recharged. Not yet. So, the gods wish for my survival. That ability is not yet recharged. Still recharging. My strength.
Alright, I'm done for now. I'm gonna admit defeat, pull up the white flag. I got like one legendary today. That was pretty much it. 2 set items. That didn't give me shit either. Horrible luck. God damn. Well, we'll continue the grind later. I'm on a North American server, obviously, so it's ass o'clock pretty much across the country. I'll try to hop on later and get some more progress.